Welcome to Sunshine Art and Drawing, and welcome to my backyard. I thought I would try and do a bit of filming out in my backyard. This is just the little picnic table that we have out there, and see how that goes. And I thought, just because it's like a little bit of a urban jungle in my backyard, I don't have any plants anymore, I thought I would do this beautiful magical jungle book that is by our lovely Johanna Basford. I have done a few pages in here and there. I will let you know this book has incredibly thick paper, so you can use your markers in this book. Some of the pictures I've done I used markers and pens and they didn't go through. So definitely one of those books where you can use a bit of a marker in there as long as you're not too heavy-handed, and it should be fine. As you can see, some of the ones that I've done here, then the lovely fish one. There's also one a little bit ahead that's like a kind of a terrarium in a bottle. I'll show you that one. And that one was really fun. I also used some white paint to do a bunch of bubbles. But the one that I wanted to do today is the tiger one. So I'm just going to flick over to that one there. And I think it's a tiger, or maybe it's a lion, I'm not really sure. But it's super adorable, so I thought I would do that one for this video. Now I'm going to speed it up a bit because I'm sure you don't want to see me colouring in real time. So I decided I would pick 3 colours and I would only use those 3 kinds of tones. So the 3 colours that I picked were pink, blue and green, and I wanted to make it look a little bit like a fantasy kind of lion. So I did all random colours. I just would pick colours at random and do them, and as long as the colours were a pink, a green or a blue, I would use them. So in the end I pulled out all of my pink, blue and green ones and just went to town. It was actually really fun. I found it really enjoyable to sit and just relax, and I had a cup of tea and just sat in my backyard listening to the birds and all of that and enjoying myself. I recommend it totally to take maybe a colouring book and a set of pencils and have a seat in your backyard and just relax to the birds, or maybe pop on like some music or something on some headphones and just relax, get some fresh air. I was having a bit of a stressful day at work, but when I got home I thought, you know what, I'll treat myself, I'll make a hot cup of tea, I'll come sit outside and I'll do some colouring and record it for you guys. It was really enjoyable. I really thought that the sort of end product of the lovely tiger turned out really cute and kind of almost like a face painting in a way. I did try to use colours to sort of shade so that it did look more realistic, I guess, but because of all the kind of fantasy colours that I used, it never is going to look completely realistic. And I did find that I didn't really do those ears dark enough as how I wanted, so I did them a little bit darker. If the camera moves, that's because I've got it kind of hanging out of a window to be able to film this, so it might be just being bumped by the curtain or the breeze or something like that, and that's why the camera moves a little bit. But here I'm just pulling out all my pink, my blue and my green pencils because I wanted to use all the different shades and kind of just do it randomly. So I'd just pick up a pencil at random and do a bit, and as long as I hadn't used that pencil nearby, I would just enjoy kind of doing that. And there's my cup of tea, nice and hot, milk with 2 sugars please. It was quite a nice cup of tea, and I just found it really relaxing. I totally recommend it. If you're having a stressful day at work or at school, that's what these colouring in books are for. They're for mindfulness. They're for living in the moment and just relaxing with, you know, some time to yourself and not having to do it perfectly, not having to colour in things accurately. I think these books lend themselves to a kind of fantasy sort of colouring, and I always enjoy that. I was trying to find all of the different pencils that I wanted to use and try not to have too many of the same colour. I've got like 3 or 4 sets in here, so I've got lots of repeats. But the first set I ever got, I marked each of the ends of the pencils with an X, just so I knew which ones were the first set that I got. So those are the ones that I'm using, because I'm trying to use them up. I have way too many doubles of all the pencils, so I'm trying to use up the old ones first. And I just found it really pretty. I totally recommend grabbing a black pencil and doing a few little details in black, like the pupils, and I also did the little cheek marks and the little whiskers, the dots for the whiskers that are there. I just found it really pretty. So I really want you guys to let me know what you would like to see in my videos. I've had like quite a few videos recently that people have really enjoyed, so I'm going to continue to do that kind of thing. But if you've got any art supplies that you've seen out and about that you want me to test, or if you've seen any kinds of drawings that you want me to teach you how to do, I'm definitely up for learning that too. I would love to learn as I do, so if you guys want to get me to learn something new, I'm happy to teach you at the same time and show you all the mistakes that I make as I try. It is a bit of a fun thing to do, to learn and teach at the same time. I hope you guys really like this video and enjoy just a bit of a relaxing colouring in. And definitely share this one with your friends if you want to show them some fun colouring in, and how adult colouring doesn't have to be boring. It can be kind of fun and a little bit cheeky and a little bit weird, and you don't have to follow the perfect colours of everything. Like, if I followed the perfect colours of this drawing, it probably would be just brown. It would just be brown, 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 orange. It would be just boring. So this is much, much more fun to go a bit random, pick your favourite colours, and have a bit of fun with it. I hope you guys like this video. Thanks so much for watching, and have a sunshiny day.